Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Everybody Get In Here Festival. It is me again, Carla Dingle, and I am excited because today, in this moment, this time slot, we're going to do something a little bit different. This is our acting and improv showcase. This is a class that we've been teaching for the last 8 weeks with some incredible improvisers from around the globe, and they will be doing some improv in the middle, but mostly what you're going to see are some scripted dramatic monologues. So you'll see a different side to some of these performers than you've seen before. But I know you are sick of this face, so let me have all of them turn their cameras on and we'll do some quick introductions. They'll tell you who they are, where they're calling from, and who is their favorite actor. And as usual, I like to randomly spotlight people's face so that way they are shocked when it is their turn to speak. So when you see your face, tell us who you are.
Ha! That worked. Kept my face blank. Hello everyone, my name is Seki. I am dialing in from Glossop in the UK. One of my favorite actors is Adam Driver.
I love that. I love that. Next.
My name is Asad Khan, and I'm from Mumbai in India. And I was thinking about an actor, and I couldn't, finalize one. So I'm just going to say,
Hrithik Roshan.
no, not him. Nana Patekar. Nana Patekar.
Oh, fantastic. All right, here we go.
Hi, I'm Dumais. I'm zooming in from the San Francisco Bay Area in California, and my favorite actor is Buster Keaton.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's not one I've heard in a while. I love that.
Oh, hi. I'm Siddharth, zooming in from Bangalore, India. Favorite actor in the recent past in Indian cinema, it's Pankaj Tripathi. Absolutely fabulous. And female actor is Tabu. And I want to also say internationally, like Hollywood, whatever, Tom Hanks, anytime.
Yes.
Castaway.
He Castaway. Look at that.
Hi everyone, I'm Jess. I'm also calling in from Glossop in the UK, and my favourite actor is Emily Watson.
I'm so glad I asked these questions. I'm learning so much.
Hi. For once, my mute's not on.
Oh, it's a win.
Ew. I'm Annette Saunders. I'm right here in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm giving you two choices of many. Female actor Frances McDormand, male actor James Spader.
Oh, I feel like he does not get enough recognition in life. I'm good.
Boston Legal.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Hello. Hi, I'm Jen. I am in Northampton in the UK. And oh gosh, so many great actors. I'm going to go with the lovely Olivia Colman. Yeah, she's amazing. So yeah.
So good. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to gush over all of these actors.
Hello, I am Laura Hughes, calling in from the southwest of England. I watch so many movies, so I have so many favorite people. I would say Laverne Cox and also French actor Vincent Cassel.
Ooh, fantastic.
Yes. Very choice.
We're just gonna screw the whole showcase and just talk about actors. No, they would not. I'm not. Next.
Hello, my name is Brenna Judkins. My pronouns are they and them. I am calling you from San Diego, California in the United States. And I think one of my favorite actors right now is Lupita Nyong'o.
Ooh, fantastic. So good. Did I get everyone? I think I got everyone. Sometimes I miss folks. Awesome. My favorite actor is these 9 folks right here in the room. And you're going to get to see so much more of them. So we are going to start by just turning off our cameras, and then one by one, some of our performers will do a scripted monologue for you. Enjoy.
I haven't slept in weeks. I haven't taken a shower in days. I'm out of work, and they won't take me back. Bastards. I've given them 10 years. 10 years sucked out of my soul through my veins. It's because they secretly despise me. Bastards. Especially Ronald. He's been out to get me since day one. The son of a bitch. Always making strange faces and odd noises whenever I go to lunch. As if I wasn't allowed to go to lunch. Making me second guess my own work. Oh, what a dreadful environment. But I do love the work. I love the work. Creating, imagining every day. It's the only thing that makes me feel like I'm floating on a cloud. Oh, I long for those days. But now the brutal force of reality is upon me. This robe is my only reliable companion. It hears my thoughts, my cries, my pains. It holds my tears. Ronald set me up. He turned everybody against me. One by one, I saw the change in their demeanor. Ha! Until finally, the whole group was against me. And then the Grim Reaper came along and took me away, fired me. Imagine. Ungrateful bastards. Knowing that my mother is dead, no compassion, no flowers, not a card, not a note, nothing. I hope they burn in hell. In the darkest, most intolerable, most inconsiderate depth of hell.
Father, I wish to confess. I wish to confess. I saved you. I saved this city. And all your worthless lives. I should have let Stannis kill you all. Yes, Father. I am guilty. Guilty! Is that what you want to hear? I did not poisoned the king. Of that, I am innocent. I am guilty of a far more monstrous crime. I am guilty of being a dwarf. I'm not guilty of being a dwarf. I'm not on trial for being a dwarf. I've been on trial for being a dwarf my entire life. I did not kill Joffrey, but I wish that I had. Watching your vicious bastard die gave me more relief than 1,000 lying whores. I wish I was the monster you think I am. I wish I had enough poison for the whole pack of you. I would gladly give my life to watch you all swallow it. I will not give my life for Joffrey's murder. And I know I will get no justice here. So I will let the gods decide my fate. I demand a trial by combat.
If you grow up the type of woman men want to look at, you can let them look at you. Do not mistake eyes for hands, or windows, or mirrors. Let them see what a woman looks like. They may not have ever seen one before. If you grow up the type of woman men want to touch, you can let them touch you. Sometimes it is not you they're reaching for. Sometimes it is a bottle, a door, a sandwich, a Pulitzer, another woman. But their hands found you first. Do not mistake yourself for a guardian, or a muse, or a promise, or a victim, or a snack. You are a woman. Skin and bones, veins and nerves, hair and sweat. You are not made of metaphors. Not apologies. Not excuses. If you grow up the type of woman men want to hold, you can let them hold you. All day they practice keeping their bodies upright. Even after all of this evolving, it still feels unnatural, still pulls tight the muscles and strains the arms and spine. Only some men will want to wrap themselves into a question mark around you. Admit they do not have the answers they thought they'd have by now. Some men will want to hold you like the answer. You are not the answer. You are not the problem. You are not the poem, or the punchline, or the riddle, or the joke, woman. If you grow up the type of woman men want to love, you can let them love you. Being loved is not the same as loving. When you fall in love, it is discovering the ocean after years of puddle jumping. It is realizing you have hands. It is reaching for that tightrope when the crowds have all gone home. Do not spend your time worrying if you're the type of woman men will hurt. If he leaves you with a car alarm heart, you may learn to sing along. It is hard to stop loving the ocean after it has left you gasping, salty. So forgive yourself for the decisions you have made. The ones you call mistakes when you tuck them in at night. And know this. Know you are a woman who is looking for a place to call yours. Let the statues crumble. You have always been the place. You are a woman who can build it yourself. You were born to build.
I'd been lying in bed. I thought, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go for a walk. There's a patch of grass that I'm fond of, up near the ponds, but far above, some way above. You can look out and see the mist rise. You get the green and the purple and the green in layers. Wreathed. I don't have a mystical bone in my body, but nevertheless. Anyway, this man comes running by. He's all black lycra, looks like it's sprayed on with bright yellow lines like fins on a car. His face is a rictus of pure pain like Bell's palsy. His package is wobbling as he runs. He sees me sitting on the grass. I swear to God, he doesn't know who I am. And as he goes past me, he looks down at me. He doesn't take out his earphones. He spits out a single word. Disgusting! Then he's worried I haven't heard him, so he says it again. Disgusting! In other words, he's virtuous. And I'm disgusting. Why is he virtuous? Clearly because he is jogging. This makes him a good person. He's a man who goes home in the morning and says, this morning wasn't wasted because I devoted 30 minutes to working hard so as to become more attractive in the world's eyes and in my own. But also, more important, I came upon a woman I could call disgusting. Yeah, he's in a good place. He's happy. What's most interesting is I'd been sitting quietly because the most beautiful pair of brown doves had decided to get together right in front of me. They quite enjoyed me looking. They were getting off in it, I could tell. And they were hopping on one leg and kind of tipping their heads to one side like it's about to fall off. And they were making the most beautiful noises and making me feel, oh, the world renews itself in the most glorious of ways. That's what I was feeling. And of course, the jogger hadn't seen the birds. He hadn't seen the trees. He hadn't seen the mist. He hadn't seen anything because he was too busy working on himself. So, there are two people in the park. One who sees things, and one who sees nothing. Which one of us is disgusting?
So you've been telling everybody that I'm sleeping with you. That explains it. That's why these people treat me like some dime store floozy. They think I'm screwing the boss. You just love it, don't you? You get some sort of cheap thrill out of it, like knocking over pencils or picking up papers. Get your scummy hands off me. I've been straight with you from day one. I put up with your panting and your staring and you're chasing me around the desk because I need this job. Oh, look, I've got a gun out there in my purse. And so far, I've been forgiving and forgetting because of the way that I was brought up. But I will tell you one thing. If you say one more word about me, if you make one more indecent proposal, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get that gun of mine. I'm going to make sure that you never touch anyone ever again. Don't you think I can't do it?
Wow, we just not even halfway through our show. Beautiful, beautiful stuff so far, but we have so much more for you. We're going to bring the whole class back on. They're going to work together and do a monologue. I'm sorry, monologues are already done. A long form, so they can all turn their cameras on. They're going to work together and do a long form for you for a little bit. And then after the long form, we will finish up with our 4 final monologues for you. So we got some suggestions from the audience for this long form, so thank you all for that. And your suggestion for this long form is fingerprints. Fingerprints.
It's happening, people. It's happening. I am beginning to lose all my fingerprints.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working. Oh my God. I've never been this freaked out in my life before. The witch was correct.
This means that you can get in anywhere.
Yes.
Not leave a trace.
No.
You're going to be rich.
Yes, we are. We are going to be the best thief trio the world has ever seen.
How about you? Has yours taken yet?
Maximus?
I think there's more you need to know. Not only are your fingerprints disappearing, but eventually your face will go.
Edit. So I've got this great money-making scheme. What I'm thinking is fingerprint and facial recognition to get into buildings. What do you think? Good idea? Good idea?
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody has fingerprints.
Yeah.
Everybody has a face. So it stands to reason that, I mean, keys could be, you could get rid of keys. This could be the end of keys.
Oh, Dennis, you don't look impressed. No, not a good idea.
What if we could skin people and then break the system? That's possible.
Sorry, did you just say skin people or scan people?
Skin them.
Skin them. Just like take the face off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
happened in the movie.
Yeah.
It can happen in real life.
It was really realistic. Like Nick Cage did a great job with that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then he took his face off, but then someone else stole his face. So isn't that
Yeah.
like identity theft?
I guess.
Edit. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is really hard work, skinning people.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that. I know that I've been slacking off lately, and I'm really sorry that I've left you to have to deal with all of this. It's just, I'm not feeling it lately.
I know. Do you want some peanuts?
Oh, I mean, if you're offering, thank you.
Yeah. It's the very Moorish. So.
Tag out Brenna. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
I need this skin to be transplanted as fast as possible. I have a job this very Monday.
It's yes. It just I to be honest, Mr. Smith. This one's struggling. This one's fighting back. I can't seem to.
Be careful. You cannot have holes in the skin.
Well, that's precisely why I'm taking to. It's very delicate skin, this one, and I can't afford to leave any kind of holes, as you know. So I'm going really slowly.
Take out Siddharth and Seki. Bring in Laura. Hello, true crime fans. Welcome back to our podcast. This week, we are talking about a very rare occurrence of the serial killer collective. Now, Laura, this is a subject we've wanted to cover for a long time.
Yes, it is. And thankfully, the lawsuit has been ended so that we can now talk about this because we both have experiences with this, don't we, Brenna? You with the carving of the skin and me with my research into why are people removing their fingerprints? Why are they doing this?
Why are they removing their fingerprints? I think that's an excellent first topic to go into this morning. If you would like to give us some insight into your recent research.
Well, yes. Oh, we have a caller?
I forgot that this was a call-in show. I forgot to turn the line off. You know what? Let's just go for it.
Let's go for it.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, actually, I was just listening to you folks. I think that person is just sitting next to me right now.
There's a person sat next to you right now. That generally does happen in the human population. Do you know the person?
He's gonna skin me.
Oh, Laura, we've got a live one.
Do you have fingerprints, sir?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're a goner. Sorry, because research has shown, listeners, that if you still have your fingerprints, you are 50% more likely to be skinned than not. It's a 50-50 situation.
What if I just remove the fingerprints? Then maybe it won't.
Well, there is a potion available that does remove fingerprints. I think, what was it, Brenna? $5.99, $5.99.
It's $5.99, but if you subscribe to our podcast, you will get a 20% off coupon, and that is coupon code 2ladieswithpurplehair at youtube.com.
Yeah.
Bling, 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 bling.
That's the edit phone. Hang on.
Oh hi, I'm here for the life modeling class. The advert was a little bit vague. It just said that you wanted somebody with really nice skin.
Absolutely. And, you know, from what I see, you do have very nice skin.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah, I've been, trying to make ends meet, and I'm an actor mainly, but I have to, do things to supplement my income. So, do you just want me to just like take my robe off and?
Yeah, but first you go in the room over there on the left. You'll take your clothes off, and then we'll start the skinning process.
Sorry, the what?
The skinning process.
Sorry, is that a technical term? So I'm not an artist, you see. I don't really.
Well, it is sort of an art form. What we do is we'll make a slit and we'll start cutting at your neck, and we'll peel down your skin.
Okay, but I do get paid 500 quid for this, though, right?
Absolutely, and I can pay you up front if you would prefer.
Oh yes, please. Okay, I'll just go through to the other room. Thanks.
Great, thank you.
You're really still doing this to people, huh?
Tag out Brenna. Tag out Brenna. I am the sole survivor.
Just in case anybody was curious, I'm a lamp.
Welcome,
Skinless.
Bling,
welcome.
bling,
Tag
bling,
out,
bling.
tag out Laura. Tag out Laura. And all I have is this lamp.
Hey, what's up? My name's Stephanie.
So, welcome again, callers. We're now starting to call this Skinless Anonymous. Oh, Brenna, we've got the phone on again.
Let me hit the button.
Okay, let's go.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, I'm a serial killer, and I really want to get some of that skin, the skin that, they cut off of people. How do I get the skin?
Well, have you noticed that if you actually look at yourself, serial killer caller, our first serial killer caller, really, I'm excited about this, Brenna. Like,
I
first serial
know.
killer. Do you realize that you have your own skin? So maybe you could just kill yourself.
Well, I do have to say first that I'm a first-time caller, but a long-time listener.
Thanks.
And my skin is very what's the word? It's seen better. Yes, and it's seen better days.
I'm sorry. I think I just heard our producer in my ear. What was that, Jimmy?
His skin is hairy, actually.
That's our original call. You know the guy from last week that ordered the potion for removing his fingertips? Dave, wasn't it? Dave, hey Dave. Nice to have you as well. Nice to hear
And
you
it
still
worked.
alive.
I'm alive. It worked.
Excuse me, I'm still on the call, and I'm the serial killer, and I would like an answer from. I'll take my answer offline.
Well, have you met Dave though?
Yeah, Dave.
Hey, how are you? Hello.
Now, Dave, you have skin, is that right?
Yeah, but no fingerprints now. I use your potion.
Great. Serial killer, are you looking for someone with fingerprints or do you not care? Do you dabble in a bit of both?
No, actually, I prefer that there's no fingertips and no face.
Oh, we saw, didn't we see an article last week in the paper, Brenner, about a faceless man? He just removed his...
He did. He took the fingerprint serum and he just splashed it all over his face. And you know what? amazing.
But I think we should start like a little dating. Like, have we thought maybe a dating app for faceless, fingerprintless serial
We can
killers?
match up victims and serial killers with one another. Oh my goodness. What should we call it? Strangle.
We cut to the date. We cut to the date. Oh, hi. Thank you for showing up.
Hi. You must be. Well, I can't tell.
I am. I have named myself Faceless Void.
Oh, I've been stalking you on Facebook, and you look kind of different.
Isn't it funny? I am on Facebook.
The irony has not been lost on me. Yeah. So I thought I have to meet you.
Yeah. So do you go by looks or is just personality enough
I'll
for
tell
you?
you. I'll tell you what I'm into. I hate two-faced people.
Oh, good.
I appreciate if somebody is on the same page as me.
Mhm.
And I really, really like, when we're talking to each other on FaceTime, I like putting filters on.
Oh, that's wonderful. Great. As the only person who is, without a face and, I'm kind of special because everyone else was killed serially by some maniac. And you are one of the few people who chose to keep your face. And
He doesn't, he's not killed me because he's my uncle. Oh.
Edit, 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 edit. Laura. Oh, hey, what's up, Gary?
Hi.
Listen, I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this show. I mean, do people really, 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 really still want to hear about people not having fingerprints?
Ring,
And
ring,
Apparently they
ring,
do.
ring.
we're not even on the air right now. Hang on. Hello, caller.
Hi. I know this is like the fingerprintless, faceless show, and I was wondering. I've had my fingerprints removed, but I'm concerned about my cat. Because of that phrase, "There's more than one way to skin a cat." I was wondering if there was any way to maybe remove his paw prints. Have you tried that?
Brenna, this is a new business idea. We should go after cats.
Pets Anonymous.
Mr. Wiggles is very important to me. So, what do you?
To you, not to us.
What? I don't understand.
Well, when can we meet your cat? He might be our first client.
Yeah, when can we meet that?
Sure. Well, we'll be in Central Park on Wednesdays, usually around 4. I like the green bench.
We'll be there.
Edit.
Thank you.
I just don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to completely refigure all of the security functions on the S3000 because the fingerprint scan doesn't work for people anymore. The retinal scan is a complete no-go. Yeah,
Well,
I just didn't foresee this. I didn't foresee that there would be all this.
Jen from technology has been trying something a little bit out of this world, shall we say?
Look, Shauna, I'm up for any ideas right now.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
tell me.
Yeah, let me just. Jen, do you feel like joining us? Hey. Oh, that was out of this world. Wow.
Yeah. So I've been dabbling and trying to think of a different part of the body that could maybe be scanned.
Great.
And
Sorry, can we clarify? You're saying scanned, not skinned, because you remember what happened 10 years ago.
Skin.
That's exactly how we ended up in this situation.
I still feel bad about it. To be honest, I still feel bad about it.
What
But
was
I
wrong
thought
with
we'd.
it?
Yeah, it's the accent, you see. It's the accent.
It's all right, don't worry.
Yeah.
You're saying about a different body
Scanning.
part.
Well, everyone's got a belly button, right?
No, I don't. I
Oh,
don't. I
what?
no,
What?
no. You
You
know, like
don't?
there's an innie and an outie. I have like a
Yeah,
nonny.
me too. Like you,
Yeah, who? No
you
one's
have
been
a belly
born-
button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I've been testing the technology on myself, obviously. What? What?
That's
No one ha-
weird.
Yeah. No one's had
That-
belly buttons for.
That makes it seem like you came from a human.
Yeah.
I've always had it. I just thought everyone had them.
Do you bleed? Like, if we were to slice you, do you bleed?
Don't slice me.
And see, fantastic. Let's bring everyone back in, and we'll say hello after that really weird and creepy.
Hassan, bring your face back.
We're in a weird, morbid place
fun
today.
that just happened. So great. All of that, for those of you who tuned in late, was inspired by fingerprints. Yeah. So we have 4 more delightful monologues to round up our show. So we are going to all turn off our cameras, and you will see our next monologist in just a moment.
My grandfather gave me my first violin when I was 4 years old. Can you believe that? 4 years old. It burned in the Blitz of 44. It burst into flames right in front of my eyes, and I literally had to be dragged out of the house. Everything just came tumbling down around me. My mother was in it. I think I cried more about the violin than I did about her. Anyway, when I'd recovered enough to feel anything at all, I realized it wasn't the violin I needed, but the music itself. And I hadn't lost that. At least not yet. Last week, I was in the kitchen chopping up something for a stew or something. And I looked down and I realized I was chopping my own fingers. I mean, it was really quite ridiculous. I was chopping them into neat little piles, blood pouring out the ends of them. And I just carried on chopping methodically. Doctor, I want you to make it stop. I mean, my hands. One day it could all just stop. I don't know when. How could I possibly know when? There must be some trick or some method or something. Otherwise, this concert, any concert, how could I possibly get up on stage? It would be impossible. Succumb to our fear or confront it directly. Brilliant. Where did they teach you that, Doctor? Did they teach you to say it in medical school?
You might be wondering why I haven't killed you yet. I'm wondering that myself. Usually, I just do it. Takes less than a second, and then it's forgotten. With you, it's different. I don't know why I can't kill you. We have never met. I don't know you. I have no feelings for you whatsoever. I guess even the greats have an off night. Maybe this is my off night. Maybe. Oh. Should I let you go? What do you think? Should I let you live? Ah, you think you should live and that I should just let you walk out of here? Amazing stuff for a story. Imagine some psycho wants to kill you and then lets you go. But I have to kill you. You know why? Because I'm supposed to. Even when an athlete has an off night, he still performs. I have to perform, else I would not be able to be with myself. It sucks for you, but I'm sure there's a tiny part of you that understands this. Usually, I forget these things. But this time, I will definitely remember you.
I don't even know who the real you is anymore. Ever since we moved in this place together and I got a real look at the real you, I never knew you were so caught up in the habit. I just thought it was some growing up phase type shit, but the longer time's gone on, the worse you've become. And I've spoken to you about this on more than one occasion, and look where it led us. Last night, you were a monster. I had to fight you off me. I kept screaming in your ear, and the louder I screamed, the more intense you became, like you were possessed. And you were so strong. Just the way you pushed yourself against me and muffled my mouth with your hand. It was like living in a horror movie. I'm just frightened of you. I expect you to flip again, to turn into that beast. And if I did not bash my computer hard drive across your face, I just don't know what you would have done or how far things would have gone. And I never want to feel like that ever again for the rest of my life. Right now, you're an animal in my eyes. And I can't erase the monster you became from my mind. I can't. I won't.
No. See, something happened to me. And just hearing you talk about it tonight, I want to be sure that I'm not completely bananas. My husband and I had Niamh when it was 1988. And I went back to work when she was 5 and she started school. And last year, she was dying to learn how to swim. And the school had a thing, and she couldn't wait for Wednesdays and swimming. And for being such a happy, well-adjusted, outgoing girl, she had a hard time sleeping. She was afraid of the dark. And I'd ask her, when you go to bed, what happens? And she said there were people coming up the stairs, and there were people at the window. There was children knocking at the wall, and there was a man standing across the road. I mean, there were loads of things. In March of last year, the school was having a sponsored swim, and the kids were going to swim the length of the pool, and I promised I'd be there to watch her. And but when I got there was an ambulance, and a woman came up to me, another mother, and she said there'd been an accident and that Niamh had hit her head. She was in the water, and they were trying to resuscitate her. And I was brought into a room, and Neve was there on the table, and an ambulance man was giving her the kiss of life. But she wasn't breathing. And I think he just knew. And he said if I wanted to say goodbye to her, in case I didn't get a chance at the hospital. So I gave her a little hug. And I said, Mimi loves you very much. And she just looked like she was sleeping. But her lips had gone blue. And she was dead. And I know I don't have to tell you how hard it was just months after not talking about it like. And one morning I was sleeping, and the telephone rang and rang and rang and rang. And so finally I went downstairs to answer it. And I picked it up, and it was a faint line. It's like one of those crossed lines. And then I heard Neve. And she said, Mummy? And I just said, yes. And she said that she wanted me to come and collect her. And I just said, where are you? And she said she thought she was in the bedroom. And she was scared. There were children knocking in the walls. And there was people coming up the stairs. And there was a man standing across the road, and he was looking up at her, and he was going to cross the road. And would I come get her? And I just said, of course. And I dropped the phone, and I ran. I knew she wasn't going to be there. I knew she was gone. But to think wherever she was, and there was nothing I could do about it.
Well, that is about the end of our improv and acting showcase. As you can see, this is a different feel from many of the shows you've seen so far throughout the day. Let me bring our players on, and let me take a moment and thank them, first of all, for their commitment and their vulnerability, for putting themselves out there online in a way that typically most of them haven't done before. Sorry, I'm getting a little. I've really enjoyed working with this class for the last 12 weeks. They've made me a better instructor and a better person. And so I'm going to make them wave awkwardly goodbye to you as we end our dramatic showcase. Thank you all so much. And stay tuned. We'll be back with some videos, and you'll see Siddharth be really funny after he just tried to murder people. But yeah, so thank you all for tuning in, and we'll